bring you another conference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Irving against Curry. From 13, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Here's Smith. Stolen by Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Here's Curry. There's the bucket. Good. Curry's got the first points up on the board for the Warriors.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Kicks it out to LeBron. Puts up a 3. Good.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
On offense, here are the Warriors. It's offline from half court.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And that's going to be a travel. Smith against Barnes. They get it back with the second effort. And Thompson with the nice bucket inside.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Bogut dishes to Curry. Looking to end the run. Here's Green. Second chance shot. And the rejection by James. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Cleveland's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
But they recover it. Love kicks to LeBron. From deep three-point range. Cleveland gets it back.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Warriors trail by 5. No good on the quick 3.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And so it's Golden State with it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Kyrie Irving.
Matthew Dellavedova.
Here's Golden State now, trailing by 5. How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there,
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Fry's checked in.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And the Warriors with some changes. Ezeli's checked in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Iman Shumpert has come in for J.R. Smith. Livingston, no luck. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Warriors ball.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Fry. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in.
Leandro Barbosa.
And so it's Cleveland with it.
Golden State.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Second free throw, no good. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, standing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It just it's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Here is Livingston. The three. And James pulls it down. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Warriors ball.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. That'll be a 5-second call.
Warriors ball.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
They're losing their concentration here, guys. Some sloppy play going on right now.
Yeah, 2 turnovers in a row, and that's always a recipe for disaster.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And stolen by James. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Warriors ball.
Livingston. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
Cavaliers ball.
1:41 left to play in the first quarter. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Now LeBron, after the missed 3 from Iguodala. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Spates.
Cavaliers ball.
.122 left to play here in the first. Dellavedova, the pass to Mozgov. Lets it go with the 3. And Barbosa pulls it down.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Timeout is called. First of the game.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Here's Dellavedova. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
And the Cavaliers with possession here.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014 and proved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Cleveland ball.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. James against Iguodala, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. There's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Brandon Rush is checked in for Golden State. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Rush has got his first 2 points.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Andre Iguodala, and Ian Clark subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. Here's Clark. Lets it go from 11, and that's going to be a travel.
Cleveland ball.
And here are the Cavaliers. Dellavedova from outside finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make. Warriors trail by 3. Outside, Green. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Mozgov.
Oracle Arena, let's keep it going for your
And Steph Curry,
Warriors,
a player
girls.
within the gym range. He told us about his comfort.
Anywhere 5-6 feet.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
Kyrie Irving. For 3.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through 1.
Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Rush in at the small forward. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Barnes against Shumpert. Barnes can't get it to go. A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the zone. Look out! Three-pointer stuff like that. The home run. How does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Goodness.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
Golden State ball.